America's Second Harvest is the nation's food bank network and largest hunger relief organization in the United States. We provide emergency food assistance to more than 25 million Americans each year.
What are some of the things that you're doing to help these people become more self-sustaining? Because I think that's a big issue, just because giving them food is a great thing to do, but it's only temporary. It's just a Band-Aid.
One of the things that we know from the research that we've collected from the clients that we serve is that about 30% of them are enrolled in the food stamp program. However, we know from their basic income eligibility that there's probably up to 70% of the clients we serve who could be accessing the food stamp program. So America's Second Harvest, in partnership with our food banks, has really taken an active approach to food stamp outreach and developed a very strategic 5-year vision of where we would like to be in the year 2012 by increasing federal participation in the food stamp program nationally by 25%. So we are taking this on as a very aggressive issue, knowing that the food stamp program really is the first line of defense for hungry Americans. Ideally, food banks would exist for emergency situations only, and we'd be able to see many more of the millions of people that we're serving move into more food-secured households. Unfortunately, one of the things that we also know from our clients is that of those who are enrolled in the food stamp program, their benefits typically only last them 2.5 to 3 weeks out of the month. So it's very common at our soup kitchens and our food pantries that we see an influx in traffic the last week or week and a half each month when many clients' benefits have run out and they just don't have access to go to a grocery store and secure food on their own.
How are you spreading awareness about this food stamp program? Are you going door to door, or are you advertising on the internet? Obviously, you're getting some publicity, but how are you finding these people that are in need of this, or are they coming to you?
A little bit of everything. There has been some very aggressive publicity done, actually.
If you could tell any one of the families, or every one of the families in this country that has the resources to make a difference, what would you tell them? One message.
To get involved in the issue of hunger. When I say involved, that can mean anything from donating, advocating, volunteering your time, being a champion for one hungry person. The smallest things in life make the biggest difference when it comes to this issue. We're an organization that was founded by one man who was empowered by an individual story and was so humbled by his experience that he founded our network, and here we are 25 years later. So my main message always is get involved, and for people who are wondering how it affects them, it actually affects every single person living in the United States of America. Whether you know someone who's hungry, or you are served by somebody in your community every day who's hungry, or your kids are going to school in a classroom with children who are hungry, or you go to work and don't know that some of your coworkers are living on the brink of hunger because it's a very, very silent epidemic that people are often ashamed to talk about. So the more that we can get people involved in this issue and in the movement to end hunger in America, the better off we're all going to be.